Hilly areas, with their breathtaking beauty, are also some of the most vulnerable regions to climate-related challenges. Their steep slopes, while captivating, easily erode under heavy rainfall. Delicate ecosystems struggle to adapt to unpredictable swings in temperature and precipitation. Communities reliant on the land face an uncertain future. We journey into these landscapes, examining the impacts of climate change and seeking solutions to protect these fragile corners of our planet. The steep slopes and thin soils of hilly regions make them highly susceptible to erosion. Over time, this erosion can lead to significant land degradation. Climate change brings more intense rainfall, putting immense pressure on the land. These heavy rains can trigger sudden landslides. Landslides scar the landscape, carrying away precious topsoil and leaving destruction. The aftermath can be devastating for both nature and human settlements. Deforestation strips away the protective canopy, exposing soil to rain. Without this natural barrier, the soil becomes even more vulnerable. Without roots to anchor it, the earth washes away, choking rivers. This sediment can disrupt aquatic ecosystems and water quality. This loss of soil devastates agriculture, risking farmers' livelihoods. Crops fail and the land becomes barren. Roads and infrastructure crumble, cutting off essential supplies. The economic impact can be severe, affecting entire regions. The impact of landslides and soil erosion leaves communities vulnerable and uncertain. Glaciers, ancient rivers of ice, are retreating at an alarming rate, faster than ever recorded in history. Meltwater swells rivers, turning steady flows into unpredictable torrents, causing chaos in their wake. Downstream, villages face frequent and intense floods, disrupting daily life and displacing communities. Homes are inundated, crops washed away, and lives lost, leaving families devastated. Climate change disrupts rainfall patterns, making them erratic and intense, leading to unpredictable weather. Heavy downpours overwhelm drainage systems, turning streams into torrents, flooding streets and homes. Floods leave a trail of devastation, impacting ecosystems and human populations, altering landscapes permanently. Fertile topsoil is washed away, leaving infertile land struggling to support life, threatening food security. While some regions battle deluge, others face growing droughts, creating a stark contrast in the impacts of climate change. Climate change alters rainfall patterns, leading to prolonged droughts. Springs run dry, rivers trickle to a mere stream, and communities struggle to survive. Rain-fed agriculture suffers immensely, with crops withering under the scorching sun. Water scarcity sparks conflict as communities compete for dwindling resources. The tension rises and traditional water management methods are strained, leading to frequent disputes. As land dries and vegetation disappears, the soil becomes more vulnerable to erosion, forcing wildlife to travel further in search of water and food. The delicate balance of the ecosystem is disrupted, leading to loss of biodiversity, pushing it closer to the brink of collapse, with dire consequences for all living beings. High in the mountains, temperatures are rising, disrupting sensitive ecosystems. Extremes are becoming more common, with unseasonal warmth followed by frosts. These swings wreak havoc on crops, impacting yields and livelihoods. Wildlife adapted to cooler climates move higher, straining resources. Some species face extinction, unable to adapt or migrate. Warmer temperatures increase evaporation, depleting water sources. The delicate balance of these ecosystems is thrown into disarray. The consequences are far-reaching for both wildlife and human populations. Hilly regions are havens for unique species, but climate change threatens them. Shifting climate zones and human activity disrupt ecosystems. Species migrate to higher altitudes, increasing competition for resources. Less adaptable species face extinction as habitats shrink and food sources dwindle. Human activities like deforestation and pollution exacerbate the problem. The loss of biodiversity disrupts the delicate web of life. These regions' unique biodiversity is slowly being eroded. Glaciers, once permanent, are fading as global temperatures rise. Melting glaciers impact water security, especially in hilly regions. Communities rely on glacial meltwater for drinking, irrigation, and hydropower. As glaciers shrink, water flow diminishes, leading to shortages and conflicts. Glacial meltwater provides a steady flow even during dry periods. Loss of glaciers disrupts this natural regulation, increasing drought vulnerability. The broader ecological consequences affect high-altitude wetlands and biodiversity. Climate change introduces uncertainty, threatening hillside agriculture. Unpredictable rainfall patterns make planting and harvesting difficult. Crops fail, yields decline, and families struggle with food insecurity. Extreme weather events like floods and landslides add risk. Pests and diseases move to higher altitudes, further threatening crops. Farmers face increasing challenges in protecting their livelihoods. Climate change exacerbates water management challenges in hilly regions. Traditional systems struggle to cope with rising temperatures and erratic rainfall. Seasonal water sources become less reliable, leading to shortages. Melting glaciers complicate the situation, reducing downstream water flow. Deforestation and land degradation reduce soil water holding capacity. Water scarcity increases competition and conflict over this vital resource. Climate change threatens tourism, a vital income source for hilly regions. Extreme weather events make these areas risky for tourists. Roads wash away, trails close, and infrastructure is damaged. Glaciers retreat, forests burn, and biodiversity declines, reducing appeal. Communities relying on tourism face devastating impacts. Hotels stand empty, tour guides are out of work, and businesses struggle. The loss of income ripples through the community, impacting families. Climate change impacts human health, with hilly regions on the front lines. Rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns spread vector-borne diseases. Disease-carrying insects survive at higher altitudes, exposing new populations. Extreme weather events cause injuries, spread diseases, and disrupt healthcare. Mental health impacts include anxiety, depression, and PTSD from constant threats. The well-being of mountain communities is increasingly at risk. Addressing these health challenges is crucial for resilience. The challenges are significant but not insurmountable. Innovative solutions and collaborative action can create a sustainable future. Afforestation and reforestation restore landscapes and prevent erosion. Sustainable agricultural practices help farmers adapt and improve soil health. Disaster preparedness minimizes the costs of extreme weather events. Community-based programs empower locals to respond effectively to disasters.